Come on, get some kilobytes up there. That's something like it. Right, so, yes. We've just done a successful war against the Holy Roman Empire in order to get myself a spare county. And to see if at any point anyone is managing to leave a defensive pact against me. In which case I will promptly go and land their offspring. Or whatever. That's not what I want. What I want is... So... Let's go and see who owns all this stuff. You're part of the defensive pact, but I don't have a thing against you. You're part of the defensive pact, and so is Navarra. Thrace is part of the defensive pact. Can't actually go for a claim on the entire Byzantine Empire for obvious reasons. Your counties are not worth getting out of bed for. You're part of the defensive pact. So are you. Oh look, so you. The Holy Roman Empire is not part of the defensive pact, but I can't go to war with it because I've got a peace treaty.
I mean, in about a decade, I expect that England will go to war with the
Holy Roman Empire again.
Are
yes.
you not going into the thinking of all the padding inside that box, for example, or?
I think we should keep padding and packaging until after we have stopped posting things to our respective relatives.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. I can go for one single holding in Perm, but let's not. Shakedom is just a single county. Lots of counties. Duchy of Moravia, but unfortunately it's in the wrong thing. Kingdom of Ruthenia is sadly in the defensive pact, because otherwise this would be hilarious. And right, so other things that we can do are like explore whether Croatia is part of the defensive pact against us, which it is. What about Bosnia? Yes. Sicily is. Capua probably is. Yes. You realise I am just randomly looking around to see if there is anywhere in all of Europe that is not, and this is important, part of a defensive pact against me.
I mean, the alternative is to find a defensive pact that's still small enough that you can squash it.
Yeah, but
like,
that's
the Israelite defensive pact, if it still exists, is probably small enough.
That's true.
Shortage of major Jewish nations in Western Europe in the.
It's true. Well, there is the Israelite defensive pact involving Duke Stoti the Bewitched, whoever the hell he is.
The Kingdom of Jerusalem is doing pretty well now.
Yes.
Is that under a Normandy?
No.
No.
Are we live on
Oh
air?
right, has it got
Yes,
taken
we are.
by a
Hello world!
no, it's Christian
It's
Sultan.
taken by a Christian sultan, but not part of the Holy Roman Empire.
So, what is a loge of which one can have a fair
A lodge.
lodge? Okay.
It's literally Lodge Farm.
Fine. You know, not every word just does that.
No, it's true, but
It could have been long.
no. So, Mr. Bond.
Oh, okay. It's
Right.
Claire.
So, can we locate someone?
At least one third of the favour.
So you have a strong claim on the Sultanate of Jerusalem, Terry Walk the Holy.
You're proposing to invade Jerusalem, though.
Yes. I just thought you ought to know. And the Emirate of Jerusalem and so on. Right. Good. I think that would be hilarious. Let's just go check.
I mean,
right,
to be
he's
convenient
not.
for the next crusade.
It's true. Also, if I own it, then the next crusade will probably be somewhere else, like Sicily or something. You do not have a terrifying alliance. Well. So, Terry Walk the Holy, have you considered the benefits of joining the court of King Caractacus? I mean Emperor Brocc of England. The only slightly terrifying. The Three Doge of Venice has left the defensive pact. Queen of Galicia has left the defensive pact, but you have quite a lot of pacts. Prince of Aquitaine. Queen of France has left the defensive pact. Do I have any good claims against France?
I presume Jacob wittering about envelopes was relating to Alex's envelope, and thus I should have, since I may have dropped you in the middle of his
Right, hang on.
discussion. Hang on. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that on the public street. Oh, well.
Yes. Stoked.
Here I am using a discussion on the public stream to clarify whether I should say something on a private IRC channel.
Which is perhaps not what you intended. Do we have...
The levels of embarrassment of getting it wrong are kind of the wrong way round here.
Yep.
I'll probably get a reply from Jacob on IRC in a moment. Say,
Well,
what you
what's gibbering about? That's the one. So, let's just see. Do we have any good claims against France?
Yes, that is what you're doing.
Hang on, what was that? I can claim Picardy, but that's only a duchy.
No pink bees, I shall not.
Right, so that's not fantastic. So you have that many things, and you have a pact with the Duke of Barcelona, but you still have quite a lot more. Do we importantly have... we have no claimants. Bugger. Right, so anyway, that guy that we just invited to our court, I think we should go and have a random war in the Middle East.
Because that always ends so well.
Oh, yes. Let's grant him a landed title. Let's grant him the county of Loon, which will probably make the relevant vassal king rather happier.
No, it'll just cause their type of unhappiness to be slightly different.
Well, yes.
Once this guy gets a kingdom of his own,
Yes,
then they will
yes.
stop being pissed off with you.
Yes,
And
but
start being pissed off with him instead.
indeed. But
At the moment they're pissed off with you because you could transfer him into being their vassal.
yes,
briefly.
but this is very important. Right, so you are not part, you're part of the Christian Defence Pact against the Holy Roman Empire, but mysteriously I am not part of the Holy Roman Empire. Right, so we can declare war to claim a Crusader Jerusalem on behalf of El Terawak the
So if
Holy.
you select that option, do you get a sensibly highlighted area that looks like what you wanted to claim?
No.
No. The actual... interesting.
Hang on, so there's the... That's the Sultanate of Jerusalem.
Is that on behalf of the same person?
Yes. Which is...
Okay, what's the next one below that? Is that... Oh, sorry, I'm slightly too far away to read the screen.
That's the Emirate of Jerusalem, which is that subset.
Which is an intermediate
It's-
thing.
Yes. That is Jerusalem, the Sheikhdom. So we want
to carefully
claim this one,
the large one, which
which
is
is
the
Sultanate of Jerusalem.
I mean, whether you'll get all of it is another matter, but let's go for the one that's biggest at least.
Oh yeah, paramount. Oh come on. Right, let's turn time down. Let's raise some English armies in thingy. Let's stick. Okay, we have an organiser in charge of that. Let's stick Hubert in there and the Basileus of the Byzantine Empire. Let's set them going over there. So, how many were there in Jerusalem? Not that many. Right, where are my other territories? So you're a good territory. We don't have any people there at the moment. Fine, let's stick you on a ship anyway. And You over here. Excuse me, let us activate the sub-realms view.
Is this a convenient patch of Scotland?
It's a slightly convenient patch of Scotland. It's slightly inconvenient because I don't have any ships in the right place.
But you can bring them in from New York.
It's true. I can and will bring them in from Minorca, and we'll do that. Oh, of course I've got Castile. That's nice. Let's bung you on some ships and send you off.
Yes, Jerusalem will at least give you a coastal area in
In the Middle East.
Which is
Which will certainly help out for future crusades. I mean, none of this is terrible. So, Brittany. Doof. Let's bum you on some ships. I think that's probably going to be enough. And in any case, I can always break out the... Oh, it's a big territory. I might want some... Probably not Novgorod and that, because they don't have that many people, and they are not very coastal. Basically, people that aren't coastal are bloody useless. But yes, one thing I want is nice big thing so I can get in there. If I have to do a lot of occupation, then I can occupy quickly. Still would quite like France to be mine, but not everything gets to go one's way. I've already raised England. I should probably...
raise Scotland.
Oh yes, I've raised Scotland in Italy. And we've raised Denmark. What I should do is probably, not intrigue, is raise my personal levies. And maybe, where's Middlesex? I know it's under there somewhere, god damn it. Somewhere there is a county under there. Right, there we are. Raise some bloody feet. Right. Get on the damned boat. Get back in the right realm view. Sod off to... Point Jerusalemish. Right, let's zoom out a bit. Did we fettle that army adequately? Yes, we did. We have an organiser in charge. Oh, people are leaving the defensive pact against me. I'm sure that this is very shortly going to change again. How threatening am I? Ooh, I'm only 99.1% threatening. It's going to last a long time. At least this won't trigger a holy war. I mean, partly of course because I haven't gone on a holy war. Partly of course because they're not part of the defensive pact. But some people have just joined the defensive pact again. I wonder why. I have literally no idea why anyone would join the defensive pact. Okay, so you've arrived on the coast. La la. It's a lot of people leaving the defensive pact. Right. March into the sea. It's only slightly soggy and wet. Right, we have someone reasonable in charge of you. Yes, good. Right, off we go to there. Right. off we go through Erdogan, which is presumably some of... I have no idea where... So this is modern day Turkey over here.
More or less, yes.
What's over here?
Hang on, I need to get my atlas. Oh, I like my atlas. So that's kind of the Caucasus, and that sort of area.
Right.
Here's the big map of Eurasia. So up to about there is Turkey. So Turkey is a bit east of where the Basharids are in your map.
Yeah.
Then you have around here Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
In the current world. That great lump down there is Iran, more or less.
Of course, yes, Iran goes a lot further west than you think. Because that's where all your Persians come from in order to have Persian wars with Greece over here.
So, like most of Eastern Erdogan is currently part of Iran in the modern world. And when you go a little bit further north, you get so Georgia is about there, and then that's Russia.
Right. So
Abkhazia is in Russia, for instance.
Right. Yes, of course, because over here's the Crimea.
Yes, that is indeed Crimea.
Right, well, in about 5 million years, I might actually have some armies here.
Once your ships arrive, you can see most of what's going on in Jerusalem.
It's true. Well, one of my holdings is under siege here, which is entertaining.
Did you know you had one?
No, I didn't. That's one of, life's little, excited whatnots. Is I get to discover that I had, like, a holding in Acre that I didn't know that I had. Oh, look, people joining the Defensive Pact. There's an army of the Holy Roman Empire down here. What the hell are they doing? Presumably something somewhat similar to me. Right, so glue. We've got Roman, we've got Brian. We might as well put one of the Martins in. Not the Paramount one. Well, I suppose he's currently the Paramount Martin. So, how big is that siege? Yeah, I think we apply a little bit of glue. And I don't see any reason to change that setup. Right. I've got another fleet. Brilliant. Well, let's start getting you into the next county. You get into the next county. Ward. Range. You're useless. Yes, you can get betrothed. Right. So let's zoom in a bit so we can see that. So that lot are in retreat, possibly from some other war. which is slightly terrifying. And they're off to Acre. So how many ships have we got there? 39 with 3,000. Send you out there. That's hang on, so which commanders have I got there? I have Cybold, Grant, Brian. So you want.
Why are there brackets in your comment? Latin text is brackets.
Because that sentence says the Latin text is. As
Oh,
in,
I see, right,
That's
sorry.
a
Okay,
are
yeah,
those?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, you're quite right that it doesn't read that way at all.
Yeah, there could be a font that has brackets in its name, but not two fonts with brackets around the pair of them. That'd be weird.
Okay. So you are still in terrifying retreat.
So I hadn't previously thought about the way that Briozo is actually in style quite similar to slightly calligraphic Far Eastern faces. In that it's a very formal but still obviously drawn with a pen design, which is kind of how most, well, especially how Noto Serif looks.
Okay.
Quite a few other fonts for similar style.
So they're still in headlong retreat. And we've got a good view of all of the coastal counties. And I don't think it's too great a risk doing this army because it's not a personal claim, and that will continue to be a good thing. My personal levies are very expensive. Right, so I don't know where they are, but they're not looking very happy. So that's a bit of a big thing to assault. Do any of you have anything? Let's in fact send you to Acre so that I can have one big army besieging things. Which might mean I can assault some things. Aha! Here we have you coming back up to there. That's entertaining. Now gone out of sight. Right, I think that's a level up. Think about assaulting. Let's stop assaulting being a bit scary.
Someone in the Times was talking about Luna with a U, which is one of their pet's dogs. And I said, it confused me briefly because I never hear your band Luna with the double O, I hear it with the U.
Mm.
And someone said, no, Luna is Sean Samayad, and a brilliant K-pop singer. And Sean said, for K-pop singer, read Gobby Bitch. Because Luna barks an awful lot. I met Luna, she's extremely fluffy.
Good, okay. I'm sure you're one of my relatives. Oh, okay, you're one of my granddaughters, right? Whatever. I betrothed you matrilineally to the Prince of Bohemia. Oh yes, that was it. I was trying to get some more exciting claims on the well, exciting relationships with exciting people. Excitement, adventure, and people are drawing the defensive pact against me. But I'm such a fluffy stoat. Right. Oh, there's this little small bit of the Holy Roman Empire that's down here. Tiberius.
Right, yes.
Yes. Okay, and Jerusalem is being occupied by the King of Tripoli. I think some of the connectors in my laptop are a bit dodgy. I think it may need disassembling, gluing back together in the hope that this improves it a lot. Okay, so you're going to Safed, which is over there. You're going to stay there?
I've ordered bits from my sleep phones.
And your
Sleep phones.
The sleep-
to fix the
So they're going into...
problem caused by dragging my laptop into the sink. Laptop is still not quite better. There's some odd little blemishes on the screen.
I've put my organiser in charge.
So they can't get away.
Yes,
Unless they've got an organiser.
unless they've got an organiser.
But even then, I think they essentially have to start moving the moment you start moving.
Yes. I mean, they do have an AI, so, you know, it is eminently possible. And they do have the disadvantage of a river crossing. But I
But
also
you do have the kind of advantage of 4 times over supply of...
and some pretty kick-ass commanders.
Yes. Yes.
And the morale boost of your great emperor leading troops at the grand old age of, like, about 5,000. Yeah, I'm 63.
63. Don't you have a son you should be doing this with?
I'm pretty sure he is doing this, but of course I can't tell trivially because he's the king. Yeah, no, that's my nephew. Right, excellent. Good. That's given us battles. Right, excellent. Good. Now we just need to sit down for a bit. And indeed we are sitting down for a bit, and we've besieged Beirut. And now we're besieging Journy, which I have no idea where it is. Sidon, which I have at least heard of. Abu al-Hassan, which I haven't. And Bishopric of the Carved Tyran. Okay. Well, my counts are restless. People have been joining prisons, joining things and being imprisoned. And they're seeking to kill people. Jolly good. Right. La, let's besiege Safed. It's quite boring. Yeah, so they're off in retreat. I don't think I need to worry about them. I think I just need to let time tick faster, because as we have previously discussed, besieging things is really boring.
So what is your succession looking like? Is it still going to be idiot?
My succession is still, unfortunately, Prince Beortwinner the Jittery. Despite everyone's attempts to kill the fucker, he's still alive. And his eldest son is not completely incapable. So I think the one hope that we can have is that I put Beortwinner at the head of armies, especially, and this is important, once he's the emperor. Actually, where is Beortwinner? Let's put him at the head of that army. In the hope that he snuffs it, and to go.
It's fairly unlikely in the current situation.
It's true. It is fairly unlikely in the current situation, but he might get dysentery and die. You never know. Are you trying to come and attack me? I don't have any holdings in Acre.
You might very well think that.
Oh no, that's not true. I think I have a trade post or something.
Oh no! What?
Or something. I think I have a holding in Acre. Yeah. See, I've got a trade post.
Okay. Whose is that? As in, which of your vassals is that? Is that Cumbria?
Probably.
Right. So I think that makes it the Nifliotos family.
Yeah,
yes,
I have
who
no
are of presumably Sirte, and yes, that's definitely not
idea.
Cumbria.
Not Cumbria.
You actually do control multiple
Trade things.
merchant republics now. I think there might be.
Yes, excuse me, I'm just going to meander gently up to London.
I think this may be where
The raiders.
Oh, is it just raiders? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're not. Yeah, they're just like random raiders. They just happen to have some Middle Eastern names. They're nothing at all to do with Jerusalem.
And to have found, yes, 114 gold. Similarly, raiders.
Yeah, tedious raiders in Wessex. Mostly. Look, I have, minions. Why are they not minioning? Oh dear, the pay war for Trebizond didn't end well again.
Yes, your vassals do seem to be a bit prone to
Lackluster.
starting wars that don't work. I
Yes.
mean, more than you are.
Yes. Well, some of them we did explicitly sort of,
Some of them were deliberately experimental. Right?
Yes.
The war in Ireland was definitely I wonder if this trick will work. No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No, it really, really doesn't. Oh well, here, have 500 gold and go away.
That's the one. So we're at 34% war score. Oh, let's just assault that
Well,
place.
he's going to war for Lithuania. Internally, as far
Yes.
as I know.
Well-
Otherwise they'd be declaring war on you.
Yes.
And immediately
The
ending
end.
inconclusively.
I suspect that means someone somewhere has snuffed it. Right, so you lot. Are you going to get in a ship and try to piss off to Westminster?
Doesn't look like it. You're going normal. Oh no, of course that's just them leaving the port, isn't it?
Yes. Well, when they turn up somewhere, we'll find out. It's not like we don't have ships. In fact, actually, we can bring some ships into port. So if we do need to make a quick getaway, we can. Realistically, I think we just sit here with ticking war score. And one day there will be lemon soaked paper stoats. Yes. I mean, having the Normandies is not, I think, completely ahistorical, sort of indirectly, in that ultimately the Aquitanian lot, who were related ultimately to the Royal House of England, did become the kings of Jerusalem. So it's not like completely outside of what history should be doing around this point. Though obviously this is not my major thing, this is my father's thing. He is much more up on this. The Kingdom of the Two Sicilies and so on. Crusader Kings of Jerusalem. Act. We're besieging Scandalon. Scandal off.
Totally.
Off. Sarafand. Sur. Alright, well, killing off my grandchildren is probably okay. King Beorhtnoth of England has declared the English Holy War for Tau on Thingy the Whatnot. Okay.
English Holy War for where?
Tau.
Oh, what? But I thought that was part of the Kingdom of England already.
Yes. I assume that maybe there's like a duchy or something.
Oh, yes, because Holy Wars are for duchies, aren't they, usually?
Often.
Yes, okay, so they're going up to the... You probably find, yes,
Oh dear, levy reinforcement -2 thing because he's pissed off a baron. Right, well... 51%. as we besiege Chastelais. What are we besieging there? Banyas. Where's Banyas? I have no idea. And Torrent. Which I do find it interesting how many of these names are clearly sort of Crusader inspired. I'll offer you the safest Princess Eusebia. Okay, I think we'll get her back for 10 gold. Can't remember who she is, but probably someone. That looked like there were some factions. There are some factions.
Are they exciting factions?
They are slightly exciting factions. So we have Bayot North for Prince Martra for England. Well, I think we deal with that. And Martin of Castile leading the thing for independence along with Brian the Wise. So, right, anyway, King of Castile, you say. Excuse me while I find my spy master and send him off to Castile. And excuse me while I find Brian. Oh, right, yeah, well, let's leave my Chancellor where my Chancellor is until I've stopped having Brian lead troops. I mean, I might get lucky, he might die. Right, well. Doof, doof, doof. La 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 la. Sieging is still boring. Is that somewhere soft? Not that soft. Honestly, what are you people playing at? Get besieging. Come on, someone get a besieger trait. It should be useful. Doof 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 doof. Yes. Ward, come on. So, well, we're besieging. You're still there. Sarafand is slightly tough. You're a very large thing. You're the Syrian Liberation Front, but that probably means you're not going to want to come and fight me, who's busy not liberating Syria. Yeah, they're sort of wandering around over there. Which is good, because I don't want to fight you. You've got like 10,000 people. So what are you? You're the Army of Bishop Halfdan of Norway. Okay, I have no idea what you're doing over here, but maybe it's something to do with the Syrian revolt. Come on, so we're nearly done on Torrent, and then we can march into Acre. We're at 66% war score. Okay, so they've split up to besiege things and still sitting around over there. Right, here we are in Acre. Home to many crusaders. Right, we have besieged Sarafand. We are besieging Sur, which is also quite tough for a bishopric.
Well, probably if you're...
Yes,
you probably want your churches to be quite well fortified.
True, it's true. Well, I mean, let's be fair, that also happened with Albi, with the Albigensian Crusade in not very many years from now, probably. Please do not ask me the date of the Albigensian Crusade.
You, at least in this game, are not in imminent danger of being on the receiving end of.
It's true. Well, technically I was only partly on the receiving end of the Albigensian Crusade on the grounds that I was the right religion, but I was in very much the wrong place, being that my holdings had nothing at all to do with Albi. Which is a very interesting cathedral, and if you ever get the opportunity to see it, you should, because it's freaking weird. and has a massive 14th century. I think it's either a Day of Judgment or a Toten Tons. I think it's a Day of Judgment on the south wall, which is very impressive. Oh dear. Turns out besieging Acre is hard work. Who knew? Right, nice charitable little, probably grandson. I don't know. I mean, the de Normandys have been somewhat prolific, I think is the right word here.
Seb, what place was we just describing?
Albi.
Albi.
A-L-B-I.
A-L-B-I.
It's in southern France.
It's the Italian version of Scotland.
It's really not an Italian version of Scotland because, and this is important, it's in southern France.
Your son's died at age 6, which saves the hassle of sorting that.
Well, I've got another grandson to sort out, but presumably only one of them now. Because I think it's the other one
dropped dead pretty much on his 6th birthday.
Yeah.
David asks, isn't that the cheap German supermarket?
No.
No. Hang on. Right, I think I'm not likely to go to war with you. Probably. On a good day. Right, let's... Okay. So we're at 77% war score. Other people's wars are happening nearby. Oh, it's a new year. One day we may win another siege. Probably. Possibly not in Acre. Because it's going quite slowly. But so is the siege of Sur. La 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 la. Gareth is trying to make sure we can all be attacked by scorpions. Jolly good.
It's a giant robot currently. It will soon be a giant scorpion.
See? That's right about the giant scorpions.
King Sweeney the Second of Scotland.
And has inherited the Kingdom of Scotland.
King Sweeney?
Yes.
Sweeney the Second of Scotland, it says.
Yes.
That's a silly name. For a
Yes.
It is nonetheless the
Name of the King of Scotland.
king. Yeah.
Gosh, he's bad at battle.
He
Oh,
probably
he's
wants
just
a
old.
minor title.
I-
As he usually would do.
Yeah, but I think my best plan is to do that just before my next war. Or while I'm dealing with my next major, rebellion.
Well, there's no boost. I mean, it's a kind of continuous boost rather than...
Yeah, but I've got more places than I have minor titles, so I need to be...
Martin looks like quite a decent commander.
Yes.
That will,
Is he paramount, Martin?
make me happier.
I don't know. Let's go and look. Right, let's also... put Martin...
The new King of Denmark as well.
Oh, good lord.
Thorvald the Second of Denmark.
Yes. Well, we can do a round of minor title fettling after I've won this war. Maybe tomorrow, in fact, because it's 11 o'clock. I'll see. I don't have to be up early in the morning. Any millennium now. We might manage to finish besieging Megadel. And then on to Jerusalem, probably.
Sounds like someone in the Iberian Peninsula has left the defensive tactics.
Hooray, but presumably someone who's got one county and isn't particularly useful. Right. Ooh, 90%. Siege of Acre, we have victory. Now we're besieging Haifa. What else have we got in here? Adamon, Caesarea, and Merle. Right, my army has arrived in Jerusalem. Well, that's a
It's
place.
going to take a while.
ISIS would besiege Majdal Yaba, the county capital, the city of Nablus. Then we get to the bishopric of Jerusalem, the wilaya of Ramallah, whatever that is. I think it's basically a fort, and the city of Beit Nuba. I have no idea how to pronounce this. On the grounds that my knowledge of Semitic languages is basically zero. Look, people joining the defensive pact. La la la. How is my threat technically? 91 point.
My
So-
threat's better.
Take it away, it's hitting my screen.
Giant scorpion.
Yes, I know, but knocking my computer. Not allowed. So you are betrothed, and something has happened to your thingy. Let's assign you a guardian. Uh, 100% more score. Release the peace altar.
Release the gibber.
Which the one thing we don't have is
Because that's
Sultanate.
part, as we know, part
the
of Crusade of
Crusade of
Jerusalem,
Jerusalem.
and is thus possibly still held by the.
Yep. By the.
By the person who was king of the whole of Jerusalem.
No, I'm going to let that go. I don't want a thing on the county of Bish. Not for 100 gold. Yeah, no, let it go at this point. What I'm going to do is go and see if I can cheer up Vale North. Who is leading troops in the Algerian coast. Okay, whatever. Fine.
That means you're on the ship somewhere.
I think so, but I think I can still send my Chancellor to his court to improve diplomatic relations. Anyway, let's zip back over here and dismiss those bits of the army I can dismiss. There's all those bits that aren't actually in Crusade of Jerusalem. Yes, and then there's this bit which is also part of the Sultanate of Crusade of Jerusalem. But that's still got me a lot of counties. Right. Male winners in Jaffa, and astonishingly he still is not dead. Damn it. After all my efforts, I will just have to go to war a lot with him and hope that this will work. I am threatening. I'm not 100% threatening. Oh, I can use up the title of the Emirate of Jerusalem. Wow.
So, or you can leave that to the king of Jerusalem.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I can. I can.
You don't
So-
get 50 prestige.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly short of prestige. So, vassals, you say?
I mean, this assumes that the Emirate of Jerusalem, that you only got that it doesn't overlap anything surprising, but it would be weird if it did because you haven't got any other holdings near there.
Yes.
So I think you can leave him to deal with the.
So, you're already cupbearer, so I can't cheer you up anymore. So, what I want to do is effectively sort by rank and then by opinion.
Okay, you can do that. There's some above the current list.
So, King of Wales is currently lowest at 28. Okay. King of Castile is currently lowest at -6. I've got a lot of kingdoms now.
Yep.
Right, let's go find the guy at -6 and see what will cheer him up. Okay, I declared war and I defeated him, which is going to, annoy him. Let's give him a minor title, though, because that might just at least push him positive. Seneschal, I think, will do. So, and I think 28 was my next lowest for my major vassals. Oh, sorry, other than Bayat North, who we've already dealt with. You are Lighthouse Custodian already, so 49 currently lowest. 35 currently lowest. So,
King of Hungary and then the King of Britain.
yes. Right.
Well, what are the reasons for her?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I doubt there's anything surprising there. Very
Just-
ordinary.
Yeah, just doesn't really like me much. Right, let's make you Keeper of the Swans. And then it's King of Brittany, isn't it? So he's just got a bit of a grouse because I've raised his levies. But we can give him an honorary title of Horsey. So, who else have we got? Denmark is currently not the most cheerful in the entire world and has no minor title, so let's give him the honorary title of Master of the Hunt. Right. I think that is a reasonable piece of vassal fettling. It's a less reasonable case of my screen deciding that now is a brilliant time to go blank. No, I don't want to power off.
Well, you might be able to choose cancel.
Well, I can't because my mouse isn't doing anything.
Does pressing escape help?
Or could we
No.
browse through the options and then choose cancel?
Right.
Right, well, let's... Well, that's exciting.
You could try disconnecting the television and see if you get your display back.
Right, that
You
has
know
at
anything?
least given me my display back.
For no mouse
But-
control. You could go to Alt F1 and back again, okay. Or it could just reboot in 40 seconds. Like
No idea where I was with regard to the year boundary.
Uh,
Oh, hang on.
there was
Cancel. It's just locked itself.
a new year during that
Hang on,
war
let's unplug this so I can at
fairly
least
recently.
see what I was doing. Where was I in my past? No, I do not wish to exit. And Crusader Kings has apparently crashed. Okay, Steam has apparently crashed. Right, well, let's see if we can start Steam up again. La la la, la 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 la, ward. Come on. You can do this. I would stop the stream, except starting the stream up again is such a hassle. Right.
Yes, it would have to break in. It would have to end up being a new stream.
Yes.
Are we currently still streaming?
Yes.
Yes, that bit. OBS has
It's
kept running
going-
throughout.
yes.
Okay,
Streaming
but,
pretty much all of that,
it did-
including the lock screen.
But the machine rebooted, didn't it?
No,
No,
it just shut
it
down
just
its fan for some
threatened.
reason.
It just
Okay.
threatened to reboot.
Threatened to overrule it. Okay, fine.
Well, I think in my future maybe disassembling my laptop because I think some of its connectors are dodgy and some of its brain is a bit confused.
See, this is why you should buy indestructible
Right.
Dell educational laptops.
Alright, so
Not actually
we're still at 77% war score.
Right, you have to run through the last 6
We
months.
have to run
of
through the
history
last
again.
6, which might cause, weird shit to happen.
Well, yes. Oh, stoats.
People leaving the defensive pact against me. How nice. I bet that's going to change any second now. Uh-oh. Please don't jolt my computer.
Do it on purpose. It's
State.
the usual states intruding into
State.
the world.
Everyone's leaving the defensive pact against me, but this is going to last like about 2 milliseconds after I stop this war. Right, let's check whether in fact you are still leading a faction against me. Right, let's threaten the vassal to gain leverage on that one. That didn't happen last time. So we're at 83% war score. Where are we besieging? We're besieging Megadal. And we're besieging Acre very slowly over there. Right, brilliant. Right, excellent. You're now no longer part of a faction, although you do kind of hate me for asking you to stop being in a faction. Yay. At least it auto-saves every year, so there's only so much of history you need to rewrite.
I suspect you could probably change that if you wanted to make it, say, more frequent, but then that would be more.
Yeah, it then gives you that
Stoppages.
hiccup where it
Yes.
tries to work out what's going on. Oh, hello, there's a Jerusalemite fleet coming back from somewhere. Does it have any people on it? Yes, but a comically small number. Fair enough. Just a check-in. Right, okay, we have besieged Acre. We are back to 88% war score. Let's take you into that sea port, because then at least I can dismiss some of you. And using the knowledge that I totally don't have, I might march you over here to besiege somewhere else, because then at least I can dismiss everyone because you're all going to be in the right territories.
I think it's perfectly reasonable to turn out to understand how the territory distribution will work. Because, like, if you understood the rules, it would be fine.
It's true, it's just that we kind of often don't. Oh look, people are joining the defensive pact again. Ah. Well, I can still hope that my useless son dies while, gets dysentery while besieging a massive fort. We besiege Haifa.
You used the words "let it go" some time ago, and now I have an earworm.
Sorry. It's actually fairly safe for me because I don't really know how it goes.
No, it's actually Let It Snow, the Christmas song.
Yes, well, I will say, after suggesting to you a potential thing that one could say at Christmas to certain people, I have, on and off, every morning, ever since I said it to you, had an earworm of it.
Can you start again? I didn't get much of that.
You know, I was talking about a potential Christmas song or Christmas thing to replace the thing that you might previously have said to someone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you give me some kind of clue?
Here comes Santa Claus.
Right?
I managed to give myself an earworm
Okay.
of it. Oh look, I've besieged Haifa on one. Right, anyway, 100% war score, goddammit. Right, peace otter. Right. Right, now we can dismiss everyone. You are in friendly territory.
Break it down. Right, now the fog of war has sorted itself out.
Hang on, I think I can just dismiss all of them. Not. like that. Right, anyway, so back to the thrilling sport of vassal fettling, where we wish to fettle the King of Castile, who now likes me even less than he did 5 minutes ago, because...
Is he already a commander, though? Yes.
Yes. And
He's already
he's already a useful thing. You're already Lighthouse Custodian.
Brian has not died this
Brian is not dead
timeline.
yet. The Queen of Hungary is still not that happy with me. So let's make... Sadly,
probably owing to Brian's failure
to snuff
failure
it.
to die.
Do I have a spare one for him? Yes, horsey. Right, we have fettled vassals.
You can leave that, I think, to the King of
I think I can leave that to King of Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Everyone's joined the offensive
Is
pact
the,
against me.
Is the Kingdom of Jerusalem liable to end up passing out of your realm again due to embarrassing
That's an entertaining question.
succession?
Doesn't look like it.
The Sultan of Crusader
Crusader
Jerusalem. So he will, if he inherits it, he will keep his existing primary title, and his primary title is independent. So yes, that would become independent again if he inherits. So it may.
Well, one thing that's possible, of course, is
Do you have a claim on Crusader Jerusalem? You can use? Of course you
yes,
do. Yeah.
because he's got a claim.
So yes, you could.
Unfortunately,
you could press another war.
I
against
do
this-
have.
All right, you have 10 years to wait.
Yes, but in that time, it's possible I'm
But
going to
he
snuff
probably
it.
won't die in those 10 years.
Yes.
So and if you die, then you. Then
Oh,
the
it's
truce
okay.
expires.
Well, he's usurped the title of Duchy of Jerusalem.
Yes,
So
I don't think
that's
that helps much.
no.
But yes, I think so. It may be worth trying to take Crusader Jerusalem
As soon as I get an
when you have an
opportunity,
opportunity to do
which
so.
might be when my
So Crusader Jerusalem
when I
may join
snuff
the
it.
defensive pact because there's
Yes.
this sodding great neighbour next to them that has a claim on it.
Hey, I'm only 100% threatening. 99.7% threatening. Oh, look, he's joined the defensive pact. Yes. Well, if we leave it 10 years to cool down, then, you know. And, of course, he's got a massive great de jure claim on it. So, I suspect...
Yes, of course, the King of Jerusalem may be able to solve this problem for you because it's not like
Yes.
Crusader Jerusalem is very scary, is it?
Not really. It's got about 1,000 people.
How many has Jerusalem got?
That's what I'm working on. Not very many.
Okay, so he's going to have to sort himself out a bit first.
He is going to have to sort himself out a bit first. Right, so monthly balances in credit. Oh dear, one of our commanders has snuffed it. Well, let's therefore promote Martin, who is now going to be a bit happier with us, or a bit less unhappy. How are we doing faction-wise? We have Prince March for England led by you, and Independence led by Brian. Right, well, let's find Brian. He might be Brian. And let's go and find my spy master. Right, spy master. And send him off to Gary to scheme. And I think this may be an opportune moment to save and read my messages and then save and stop. And then we can come back maybe tomorrow, maybe later, and see if we can solve the problem of Jerusalem. Which is obviously a slightly different problem to the more recent problems of Jerusalem. Good night, stream.
Good night. We apologise for the inconvenience.
Yes.